All right, for today's build, I was inspired by another video I saw on YouTube. The bow a guy made that was the tiniest Osage orange bow ever. You can check it out. Kramer Ammons, good job. And I decided I have this little chunk of Pacific Yew from some other bows I've been working on. I'm gonna make the tiniest yew bow ever. So stay tuned. So got the measure 14 inches here. A normal yew war bow is anywhere from 72 to 78 inches long. So if we do an 1/8 scale, it's more like 9 inches. So we can make a 9-inch bow. Measure out here. Beefy little stave. It's awesome. 1/8 inch scale. So every 1/8 of an inch is equivalent to 1 inch. So start there. Both laid out. A bit of bending in there yet. Oh, that sound. I hate that sound. But I had done that on purpose. Let's see, the bark is popping off. We're starting to get some bend into this guy. Oh, look at all that. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love that. Hate the sound. Hate the sound. That's a sound that should make every bowyer cringe. It saves us so much time. All right, so something I'm able to show you here is the feathering. You can see a layer as it's going down in layers. That helps me. Ooh, look, more of the bark came out. Good. That helps me to know where I'm at thickness wise, because the wood isn't exactly the same thickness between each layer, but it gives you a very good idea of where you're at. So let's see, getting any, still no bend really. Oh. 20 pounds. Very short distance. Looks like we're kind of stiff towards the limbs. So I'll take some weight off the mid limbs on both sides. Some more here. So we're up to 28 inches there. 11 pounds at 28 inches. Almost 12. Well, this is what is left of my first attempt. I was pulling about 15 pounds at the 28/8, which, 28 inches essentially, before it broke, equivalent to about 120 pound bow. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm cutting down on the sapwood so it has a little bit more heartwood in it than. That way it looks more like an English longbow, where it'll have the sapwood and the heartwood together. So this will, same thing, 9 inches, so it'll be a 1/8 scale bow. I'm gonna try it, make sure this one works. I got the backing here, I'll chase down to 1 growth ring. And I thought that would look a little bit more like a yew bow, miniature yew bow, instead of just a full sapwood bow. So we're going to work with that. I'm gonna draw the bow out and I'm gonna start working it down. I'm using kind of a mixed scale on this one. I'm making it a bit wider than it would have been if it's an 1/8 scale. 1/8 scale, it only would have been an 1/8 of an inch wide. And I want to try a little bit bigger, just to make it a little easier to work with. Here's our new one. Got a rough tiller done on it and the tillering string. Let's see what we can do with it. Not bending yet. 17 pounds. So if we're going for an 1/8 scale on this, 15 pounds times 8 is 120. We got a little bit of wood we can take off still. This is about the same thickness as the other one, but because it has heartwood, a lot more heartwood. The heartwood is a lot better in compression than the sapwood is. So I think we'll get a better bow out of this. And it's the first time getting it braced. This little recurve out here was throwing the shape off. Might need to fix that. Straighten it out or something. Put it on here. So you never heat up the back. That's a number one rule when you're using heat. You should always just heat up the belly. So I've got the back step down here. I'm gonna heat it up with my heat gun. Lift it that way so I can get that recurve out. It's weird. Usually I'm trying to get recurve in. I'm trying to get recurve out in this one. Yeah. Or should I just recurve the other end? And no, I'm going for a traditional English longbow. Okay, just a little bit of tapering here with the scraper. And it's looking a lot better. Looking more like a uniform bow. Yeah, you always gotta exercise the limbs. Make sure, I might need to look at this on the tiller. Just a little bit. Looking cool. There's about 27. So we're almost up to full draw here. I just don't like this point right here. It's just really a lot of the wood. But it looks like acting like a hinge. See if I can fix that so I don't break it like I did the last one.
Pounds.
There's the full tiller on the mini yew bow. Effectively 106 pound war bow at 29 or 30 inches about. Yeah, about 30 inches is where I think it stopped at. Now I want to see how much does this bow weigh? Pull out the gram scale. All right, so let's put this in a little bit of perspective here. This thing weighs 0.012 pounds or 0.202 ounces, and it can pull at 13 pounds of draw weight at just a little over 3 inches, about 3.5 inches, and it's only 9 inches long. That's cool. That's just a cool little bow. So now I'll have to finish it. Just a nail and a piece of bamboo. Knock on the end. I don't have any fletchings on it because I don't want to spend that much time on it. But let's see how this thing fires. 73. 60. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the build. I really had a lot of fun with this 8th scale war bow. So please let me know what you think in the comments below. And for anyone interested in starting bow making, try a mini bow. It takes a lot of the same skills to make a mini bow as it does a full-size bow with a lot less time involved.